Hi everybody. In this video, I want to bring awareness to mental health and mental illness. Now, there are many different forms, different ones of mental illnesses. Some are more severe than others. But bringing the awareness around it all and the understanding of a mental illness as well, just shedding a bit of light on things. Now, we've been through a tough time recently with the lockdown, like worldwide. Many people have suffered with their mental health, and for those who have already have an illness, they on top, the impact of it on top of what has been going on, having to deal with that, you know, and trying to cope with their mental health as much as possible. Now, our mental health is very important, and there should be awareness around it. There should be understanding around it, a bit more compassion, a bit more kindness around it as well. Because for those out there that are suffering with some kind of an illness, it could be challenging for them, challenging times, like I said, with this lockdown we've had recently, very challenging on top, and trying to deal with it all. We all know ourselves what it's been like this lockdown and trying to cope with it as well. So it's like just bringing some awareness around it because it's worldwide. And mental illness, those who are suffering, is worldwide. It's not just in this country. It's all over, world. Like I said, worldwide, and like I said, the importance of it as well. And it for some, when they're going through them tough, challenging times, what they experience. We don't. If you've never had a mental illness or something like that, you wouldn't know exactly what it feels like, but there can be you can get some understanding around it, and being a bit more like the awareness around it. You may know somebody that is suffering with a mental illness, so you will probably have that bit of understanding around it. It's something that shouldn't be ignored. Our mental health should not be ignored, especially if if your mind starts to suffer a little bit, it shouldn't be ignored. And like, but for those out there that are suffering with an illness, those tough, challenging times can get easier, with all what you do to help with your mental health, your illness. It's just patience, it's having a bit of patience. Give your mind time to heal. Your recovery is a healing process, and it will get easier and a bit more manageable as time goes on. There are positives to having a mental illness. You may not think it at the time when you're feeling low and suffering like really bad with your illness at times. But if you've got them coping strategies there to help alongside it, it do get better. It's all about patience and you gradually get a bit of confidence in yourself, and yeah, you could get a bit of confidence in yourself as well. And if you are in that situation, just if you need that bit of extra help, ask for that help. There is help out there, and there is support out there. So, like I said, with the awareness, we should all be aware of what is going on with a mental illness, and our mental health. Get a bit more understanding around it, show a bit of kindness towards it. You know, have kindness there, have light there, because eventually those who are suffering, they will, on that road to recovery, they will see that light. You know, that you will see that light at the end of the tunnel. So to everybody out there, we should just be a bit more aware, a bit more conscious of what is going on, especially like the times we've had, these difficult times with, like I said, the lockdown. All right, the lockdown is easing a bit, but the impact it's had worldwide, you know, they're strange times. It's the new normal. You know, we're not out of the woods yet, you know, and there probably is a lot of fear going on and for what's going to happen in the future, and a bit of anxiety going on. But the thing is, we can't predict the future. So is, you know, trying to manage that the best way we can for our mental health. Manage it, you know, don't look too far ahead. Like I said, you can't predict the future. The more you worry about the future, the worse you're going to feel. You know, you've got to take each day as it comes. It can help with your mental health, you know, and with anxiety. It can, you know, and like I said, for those who are suffering with an illness, probably will be experiencing that. You know, their routines have been all out of source and trying to get back to normal you know, as much as they can. You know, it can have an effect on our mental health, let alone someone who was already suffering with a mental illness. So that awareness should be there, you know, understanding, pull away from that stigma, pull away from it. It should no longer be around, that stigma, especially with what's happened recently, like I said, with these challenging times, and probably more people that have suffered with their mental health because of it. So I'm going to end the video there. Just show a bit of compassion, kindness towards it, a bit of support. So, you know, give someone a bit of support. Like, you may know somebody, and just give them that support that they may need. You know, a kind act is a gift. Kindness is a gift that we all have, you know, and it's there to be used. So why not use it? You know, and all you could do, like for your mental health and those who are suffering with a mental illness, all you can do is do your best to try and stay positive. Don't think too far ahead of the future, because, like I said, you can't predict the future. You know, it will help. Help you put away from that worry and that anxiety that you may be experienced because of it. You know, so like I said, I'm gonna end the video there. I hope you like the video. I hope it will be of some help to somebody out there or some people out there. But most importantly, please share this video, because mental health and mental illness is important. So take care and give us a like.